Hello everyone, this is Yamini Parepalli. My roll number is 20BQ1A04I8 and now I'm going to explain about types of DC generators. DC generators are classified on the basis of their excitation of the field winding. They are classified into two types. They are separately excited and self-excited. Self-excited are again classified into three types. They are shunt generators, series generators and compound generators. And compound generators are again classified into long shunt generators and short shunt generators. Now let's see separately the each conductors. The first type of conductor is separately excited generator. Now we'll see the construction of this type of generator. Here this is the field winding and as the name suggests separately excited generator. So we are keeping DC source to produce the EMF. Now this IF produces flux required so that the cutting of this flux by armature will induce EMF in the armature conductor. And DC source, since we are keeping the DC source, it is a constant flux generator. And here VT is the voltage across this load. This type of DC generators are generally more expensive than self-excited DC generators because of their applications are restricted. Their applications are restricted. They are generally used where the use of self-excited generators are unsatisfactory. Now let's see shunt generator. Here in the shunt generator, the shunt field winding and the armature are in parallel. So it is called as shunt generator. Now we'll see the naming of this circuit first. RSH is the resistance of the field winding and ISH is the current into it, and IA is the current through armature and IL is the current through the load. And we'll mention the voltage across the load as VT. Now, firstly, we'll see the current equations. Now, first we'll apply KCL. According to KCL, we'll apply KCL at this point. According to KCL, what is the law of KCL? The passing currents equals to the leaving currents. Here, the entering currents are IA. So IA equal to the leaving currents are ISH and IL. So IA is equals to ISH plus IL. Here what is ISH? ISH is equals to voltage VT by RSH. Since ISH is equals to VT by RSH because since this is a parallel resistance, parallel will be same across the every element. And now by applying KVL, we get EMF in the armature E is equals to the voltage drop across the load plus IA into RA. RA is the resistance of the armature and voltage across the brushes. This is the KVL for this circuit. Now here the field winding is connected in parallel and its resistance RSH must be high resistance. To produce high resistance, the field winding must be of thin wire and it must contain many more turns, and the resistance here is approximately equal to 100 ohms. These type of DC generators generally give constant terminal voltage for small distance operation. In our daily life, we use the concept of shunt generator for general lighting and charging of battery. Now let's see series generators. Now we'll see the naming of the series generator firstly. Here IA is the current through the armature, A1, A2 are the terminals, F1 and F2 are the terminals of the field winding, ISC is the current through the field winding, RSC is the resistance of the field winding, and IL is the current through the load. Here we'll mention the voltage across the load as VT. Here in the series generator, the armature and the field winding are connected in series. Since they are connected in series, IA will be equals to ISC will be equal to IL. Now we'll see the voltage and the current relations. Here, by applying the KVL, the EMF in the armature E will be equal to Vt, the voltage drop across the load, plus Ia into Ra, that is the voltage across the armature, plus Isc into Rsc. This is the voltage across the field winding and the voltage across the brushes. This is the voltage equation for a series generator. Here the resistance of the series field winding must be low. To produce the low resistance, we must take a thick wire, and we have to keep very few number of turns, and the minimum resistance must be nearly equal to 0.5 ohms. Here the series generator can be used as a constant current source and employed for various applications. Thank you.